Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Sasha. Today I wanted to just film a get ready with me and talk to you about updates on my skin. Basically, my channel has turned into a shrine for my acne. My skin has been going through some struggles the last couple months, so I thought I would just shoot a get ready with me and kind of talk about it all. I'm letting my hair air dry at the moment. I've already moisturized and primed, so I'm going to start with my base. I'm going to use my Wet n Wild Photo Focus. I think I started getting acne when I was in 6th grade. I'm 26 right now. It's been a long journey, and I think I'm going to make an entire dedicated video talking about my entire acne journey. I did Accutane my freshman year of college. Accutane changed my life. I have zero regrets about going on it. It worked really well for me. My skin still has its ups and downs, but overall my skin has been a lot better ever since being on Accutane. But anyway, so I'm 26 now and I've been on the same exact skincare routine for almost 3 years. Overall my skin has been fine. It hasn't been like super clear all the time. Been pretty good for the last almost 3 years. Spring of 2020, right after the pandemic hit, in April, I ran out of one of my skin creams from my dermatologist and I really just needed to call and get it refilled. But with the pandemic and I just had other stuff going on, I just kept putting it off. I didn't end up getting it refilled until about mid-June. I was just using one of my skin creams at night and honestly my skin was decent. Like I was still getting some zits enough where I wanted to go back on my morning cream, but my skin wasn't that bad. So mid-June I get it refilled. As I expected, I started breaking out really bad, doing like a skin purge. It was breaking out pretty bad actually. I knew it might take a couple months for it to clear back up. A couple months went by and my skin was just not getting better. I was starting to get frustrated, but I'm patient. I always stick with my skin creams. I have an annual dermatologist appointment every early January, probably like October-ish, and I'm still breaking out. But I knew I had my dermatologist appointment coming in January. I'm just gonna wait and see if this kind of sorts itself out. There were a couple points where I thought my skin was really improving. After a few weeks, I'd have another breakout and whatever. So by the time I go to my dermatologist, which was about a week and a half ago now, she asked how my skin has been doing and I just explained to her my skin has improved since my initial breakouts, but it hasn't cleared back up to the way it was before. She said, unfortunately, you are at the age mid to late 20s, a very common age for if you have acne and you do like an initial round of Accutane and your skin is good for years, your hormones start changing and it's a really common time for your skin to start acting up. She basically told me you have 3 options with your skin and your treatment. She said we can up your night topical, which is a tretinoin, and see if that does the job for you, or we can up the tretinoin and I can prescribe you an antibiotic to use during flare-ups. Then she said, or of course we always have the option of Accutane, and I kind of told her I'm not against going on Accutane again. The only negative was how extremely dry you get, your skin, your lips, your eyes. But I also told her like I haven't been on antibiotics for my acne in years. Like it's been a really long time. I don't think I'm quite at the point where I want to do Accutane quite yet. We decided to go with, we upped my tretinoin and then she did prescribe me antibiotics. So yeah, that's what we're doing. I'm on antibiotics right now. I think today has been, or maybe it was yesterday, has been 1 week on my antibiotic. I think I'm gonna do 2 weeks and see how we're looking. I did have a breakout once I started all my new stuff, but it seems to be clearing up. I'm waiting for these little forehead zits to clear up because I haven't had forehead acne since right before I went on Accutane. Like I'll get some zits on my forehead every now and then, but I haven't had like forehead breakouts for years. If after another week these forehead zits are gone, I'm gonna go off the doxy because at this point I mostly just have scars. I have a little bit here. I did want to talk about Accutane a little bit. So like I said, I did 1 round of Accutane, which was 8 years ago now. Obviously, you know, you do a round of Accutane and you hope that you never have to go back on it. A lot of people do 1 round of Accutane. They have very minimal problems with their skin for the rest of their life, but I've come to accept that Accutane might be in my future. We will have to see how my skin does over the next year or 2. Me and my dermatologist actually had a very interesting conversation about Accutane. I was first introduced to Accutane when I was a junior in high school, and it was the first time we'd ever heard of it. Back then, which would have been 10 years ago, Accutane was thought of the last resort when it comes to your acne. So we started the process of Accutane when I was a junior in high school actually. Me and my parents were very hesitant to actually go on Accutane. In a last ditch effort to clear my skin, dermatologist gave me like this entire new routine, new antibiotic, new face creams, and it actually ended up working and my skin cleared up for a while. I didn't end up actually going on Accutane until my freshman year of college. It was like a rule with Accutane that you can only be on it 3 times in your entire life. Like if you've been on Accutane 3 times, they won't let you go on it again. It's the strongest acne drug like in existence, I'm pretty sure. So when I was at my dermatologist a week and a half ago, I asked her, is it still a rule that you can only be on it 3 times in your life? Someone had made a video about how they did Accutane 4 times. And I was like, pretty sure that's illegal. And she said no, they changed it. Just in the last several years, how dermatologists treat acne has changed a lot, because what they're finding is being on antibiotics long term is actually much more damaging to a person than being on Accutane for 6 months and getting off it. There's health risks with it, and there's the chance of antibiotic resistance, which is pretty bad. If you have an antibiotic resistance to doxycycline, like if you ever get Lyme's disease is treated with doxycycline, so that would be an issue. They changed it so you can be on Accutane over and over and over again if needed, as long as each round has 6 months in between it. They're now saying like you can do antibiotics. Once a patient hits 3 months of antibiotics, if their acne is still persisting, no more antibiotics, do Accutane. Accutane is becoming way more common and used way more often than it was back when I was in high school. It makes sense to me because I feel like I see online people being on Accutane all the time now. I've seen some people, they like refuse to go on Accutane. I think that's definitely a personal choice. There's a long list of negative side effects, but if your dermatologist is recommending it to you, like they're gonna make sure that you're safe. You know, you gotta get your blood tested every month. I don't think it should be seen as like so scary. Granted, I've only had my own experience, like I can't speak for other people, but I had a great experience with Accutane. Like I would never recommend you go on Accutane. If your dermatologist is suggesting it to you, I think it would definitely be worth your consideration. I started Accutane when I was 18 and I turned 19 while I was on it my first round. So if I could put off Accutane till I was 28, that would make me feel better. Then it would be like, okay, I made it 10 years without going back on Accutane. So if I do a round of Accutane every 10 years to get my skin clear. This eye look, I was initially going for something a little bit more low-key, but it kind of grew into something a little bit more high-key. And by the way, I'm going back to my dermatologist in 3 months, so I'll be back there in April and we are going to reassess, brighten up the whole look, work that in my lower lash line a little bit. Okay, that turned out kind of crazy. I look like a raccoon. Let's bronze / contour. Blush. The brows now. I plucked my eyebrows today for the first time in like 2 weeks. I always dread plucking my eyebrows. It hurts. And it only takes like 10 minutes and I'm so happy I did. My eyebrows look so much better. Liquid eyeliner just on the top of my lashes. Just do like a subtle highlight. I'm gonna use this Better Than SEX mascara. I didn't purchase this. This is a sample size, but I can tell you right now, I will never be buying this because I don't really care for it. We're almost done. Gotta do my lip. I'm not gonna do setting spray today. I'm gonna go do my hair. Okay, so I'm back. I just diffused my hair a little bit. What do I want to do for lips? I don't think this matches. This could be kind of fun though. I don't know how I feel about this color, and I don't know. Oh, is this like plumping? Ooh, Maybelline Vivid Matte Liquid Berry Boost. Does this dry down at all? I was going for a more like casual look today. Okay, so it's either drying down super slowly or it's not going to dry down. I'm gonna go on top of it with this brownish gloss. Okay, it's not mixing very well. Hello. Hi, how's it going? That kind of helped a little bit. Here's a close-up look of the look. Okay, that was the video. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to my channel, ring the bell so you get a notification every time I post a video. Otherwise, I will see you in my next video. Peace out, bye.